A very good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. In today's session, we are discussing about exercise part that is unsolved for chapter 3 of digital documentation. In this chapter, we are having total 6 session. Today, we are continuing the exercise part for session 1, 2 and 3. So, session 1 is on page number 204. First question, what does a word processor do? It means what a word processor can perform. Word processor can perform various operations like text editing, audio, and visual insertion. We can insert any visual effect, graphics, spelling and grammatical checker, clip art, tables, and charts. Even we can find out the synonym words. Synonym finder also is also there. Online thesaurus and find and replace option. Second question, explain briefly Notepad and WordPad. Very first thing, Notepad and WordPad both are already provided in Windows operating system. It is the accessory of Windows 7. Notepad is very simple word processor. It is also known as text editor. It allows user to create, edit and open and read the files. Recently I told it is default accessory of Windows 7. We can open Notepad by following link, click on start button, then all programs, accessories and then Notepad. While WordPad allows creating, editing and saving of text, it provides more formatting either than Notepad. Like Notepad, it will help to insert pictures also, apply text formatting also. So it is also the property of Windows. To open the WordPad, same process is there. Click on start button, all programs, accessory and WordPad. Question number 3. How can you customize the quick access toolbar? That is also known as QAT. Quick access toolbar is generally located on the top of ribbon area just below the title bar and on the extreme left to the title bar. It means it is on the left corner of title bar and it allows to access common languages, common commands like save, undo and redo. And to customize the toolbar option, what we can do, because they are asking about customize. To customize the option, click on drop down arrow of quick access toolbar and then select more commands option and then select the option and press add button after selection. If you want to add other option, then select the option and press add button. Next is write down the steps to opening the existing file. Which file is available in system, how to open. To open the existing file, step 1, click on file tab, then click on open button. Open dialog box will be appear. Locate your file and select it. It will find out your file and select it. Now click on open button. Your document will be open on the same window. Next is write short note on following commands like what is LibreOffice Writer. It is also the part of LibreOffice suite and the major thing, it's open source software. It's a open source software. We need not to pay anything and freely available on the internet. And what's document view? Document view presents the document in 5 different types of views. It can be either print layout, full screen reading, web layout, outline and draft view. These different types of views are available in document view option. What is cursor? A vertical blinking line on the document area. It means where we are currently on the cursor screen, that is also known as a cursor area. It moves forward when you type any letter and typing starts from cursor position. And what is closing the document? You can close the document by closing the option, click file button, then select the close option and Word will ask to save the file if it is not saved by you. Second option, we can do close by clicking on right corner cross button. It will also help to close the document. Now session 2 exercise, it is on page number 216. What are the steps required to move a piece of text to a new location? How to move the text to a new location? There are 3 steps. The first step is select the text which you want to shift. Second one, click on cut option in clipboard group and after bring your cursor on new location where you want to paste it and click on paste option. Second, what is the utility of find and replace tool in MS Word? Explain the finding and replacing procedure with the help of example. Find option basically is used to find out the specific word or sentence, while replace operation will help to replace the searched item with new item. So these are the steps that are followed in find and replace. To finding the text, just click on find option in editing group and type the text which you want to search and click on search, and afterward you will find the all related results. And to replace the text, just click on replace option, afterward type the text which to be shifted, afterward enter the new text to replace the existing text and select any option, either it is replace, either replace all. If you will do it replace, then it will replace on one value, and replace all will change in complete document. Next is how can you display the non-printing characters in a document. There are some characters that are not displayed on screen. To find out these characters which are not displayed on screen, we can click on File tab, and these factors are available as Backstage View. The Backstage View will be appear. Select the Option tab. In Option tab, when you will click, then Option dialog box will be appear. And click on Display tab in left pane. On left side, display option is there. Click on Display button. A list of non-printing characters will be appear, and select the checkbox of characters which you want to display and click on OK button. It's a part of practical session. Question number 4. How does Word help you to check and remove spelling and grammatical error in a document? How to find out the error in a document? Word will start checking spelling and grammar error when you start making your document. If Word find an error, it indicates by two methods. Either it will show red line, either it will show green line. Red line will represent that you are having a spelling error, and green line will represent that you are having a grammatical error. To remove spelling and grammatical error, following steps will be followed. Step 1. Click on spelling and grammar option in a proofing group, and the spelling and grammar box will be appear. It display error not in dictionary box and suggestion for correction. Select an option from suggestion box to correct the spelling, or use any one option out of these. Which options are there? Ignore option is there, ignore all option is there, add to dictionary is there, change or change all. Select any one option, your error will be removed. And the shortcut method that is used, that is known as Control plus F7. What is the procedure to insert a synonym word of document in MS Word? To insert a synonym, just select a word that for that you want to find out synonym. Afterward, click on the source option, the source option in proofing group, and the research pane appears on the right side of word. Right click on the word in research pane and select the inserted option. It will show a number of different alternate options. You can select anyone and you can use it one. This is about session 2. Next is session 3, that is on page number 237. List and explain the functions or functionalities of any 3 text formatting tools. Here we are discussing about changing the font size, bold, italic and underline. How to change the font? MS Word is having more than 100 font. To change the font style, just click on font group and select a desired font. What you want? You want Times New Roman, Calibri, any font you can select. Second is font size. It helps in changing the size of font. If you want to increase the size, you want to decrease the size of font. For that, to change the size of font, directly click on font size and select the required size. And bold, italic and underline, these tools will provide to perform the operation of bold, italic and underline option. Your text will be bold, either it will be slanting, either it will be underlined. What is the utility of paragraph dialog box? So paragraph dialog box, it holds the indent and spacing option for the paragraph. And to open the paragraph dialog box, just click on the home button or page layout tab. The paragraph box will be appear. It contains 2 tabs. One is indent and spacing tab. Second is line and page break tab. Next is what is paragraph spacing and how it can be changed. Paragraph spacing is the amount of space that is given above or below a paragraph. To modify the spacing before and after a paragraph, specify the value in the before and after box. You have to give the values in points, how much space you want to give in a paragraph group on the page layout tab. Next is write steps to add border around a paragraph. How to add the border? To add a border in a paragraph, just click the border drop down arrow in a paragraph group. A list of border style will be appear. Select the required border style to add it to current paragraph. And to add border around multiple paragraph, select the paragraph and then select the desired border type in the border drop down list. Next is what are bullets and what is their function. Bullets are used for the purpose of creating the list. So bullets are used to create the unordered list. To insert a bullet in MS Word, follow this step. Step 1, select the lines where you want to insert the bullet. Then click on bullet drop down arrow in paragraph group. The list shows different type of bullets. Select the required bullet and selected style will be applied to your text immediately. Define the following. What is text highlighting color? Text highlighting color, it helps to highlight the specific terms or notes. To do highlighting, just follow 3 steps. Select the text, click on the text highlight color drop down arrow in the font group, and then text palette opens. Select the color you want to apply. And what is smart art? It offers you to ease your work and make it look more professional and systematic. And smart art is a way of to visually communicate information rather than simply using text. Word has a variety of smart art graphics. You can use any one out of these and you can organize your different types of data. Next is chart. Charts are the way of representing data in a graphic way or attractive manner. Examples are like pie chart, scatter chart that will help the user to create into graphics and data visualization. Next is superscript and subscript. Superscript is a character or symbol placed slightly above or at the right side of normal line of text, and it is smaller than general font. And subscript is a character or a symbol placed below or at the right side of normal line of text. You must have seen it in mathematical and scientific formulas also. So this is all about your chapter 3 exercise part session 1 to 3. We will meet in next session with next video with different chapters session exercise, that is session 4, 5 and 6. Till the time students, if you are facing any problem, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. It's 999 111 8890. Thank you. Have a nice day for this session. Thank you so much.